India Today has managed to access exclusive visuals of women entering the Trimbakeshwar temple in Nasik for the first time in 300 years. Take a look at these pictures. A group of women activists entered the temple's sanctum sanctorum at 6:05 this morning. Police were present in force in the temple complex after yesterday's ruckus and ensured the women were allowed in. 3 women activists of the Swaraj Mahila Sangatana were allowed in and prayed in the temple core. Now, local residents had protested yesterday against the entry of women into the temple, but the police, under High Court pressure, had to ensure the women were allowed entry today. Trimbakeshwar is the second big temple to open its doors to women after the Shani Shignapur temple in the Ambedkar Nagar district of Maharashtra. Women activists now plan to target the famous Haji Ali shrine in Mumbai, where the entry of women is banned. Mayuresh now joins us with all the latest. Mayuresh, one thing here, I mean, it's not all negative. You will have to appreciate, and we all will have to appreciate one thing here, that the moment that this cry or this appeal, slightly violent also sometimes in nature, came to the fore, where women wanted to exercise their right to pray, some temples have opened up their doors. Now, many may argue that this is under pressure from the courts. The others would say willingly, but it is happening, which is a good sign, isn't it?
Certainly, Sanket, though it is happening, but the road towards it was not smooth. And one more thing which I would like to tell our viewers is that after today's darshan, the villagers have called for a total shutdown. You can see in the visuals also. I'll ask my cameraman Mangesh to pan the camera and show you that it is a total shutdown over here. Villagers here in Trimbakeshwar are protesting against this particular incident, that the women were allowed to go inside this temple and perform the prayer over here, and they are totally shut down. The Trimbakeshwar is totally shut down. Also, they are saying that the villagers, the ruckus which yesterday happened, we showed it to our viewers, that according to the villagers, that the people who were involved in that, they were not the local villagers, and Vinita Gutte had filed an FIR against 100 people, but according to the villagers, that they were not villagers, they were few people from some outside people. So certainly the angry villagers over here, they have called for a total shutdown. But one more good thing is that this temple has also opened its door for women, and tomorrow we have been given to understand is that Trupti Desai will also come here, and she will also go inside to perform a prayer here. Back to you, Sanket.
All right, so there is some resentment, certainly, as you say, but under duress or whatever the reason may be, at least the permission has in fact been granted. You are saying that the villagers have reacted adversely. People are reacting adversely, and in fact the temple has been shut down for everyone, is it?
No, Sanket, temple is not shut down. You can see in the visuals also that people are coming from the temple. This is the exit gate of a temple.
The pictures that Mayuresh is showing.
Over here, the shops over here, the total area over here, the shops over here are shut down because these shops and other shops are run by the local villagers over here. So temple is not shut down.
Law and order control
people
measure.
Are coming outside.
It's a law and order control measure. Right, yes, Mayuresh, do stay on with us. We're getting Trupti Desai. Trupti Desai is speaking at this moment. Let's cut across live. Desai speaking at this moment. Mayuresh, let's go back to him. Mayuresh, Trupti Desai's organization also now plans a visit inside the temple. What are you hearing from these groups, these women groups, as far as these visits are concerned? Which all areas or other temples are they planning to take this? Because we saw that at Shani Shignapur, she made the announcement for Trimbakeshwar temple. What is next on her agenda?
Certainly, Sanket, next on her agenda is Haji Ali Dargah, which is in Mumbai. Yesterday also, Trupti Desai was in Mumbai, and she held a press conference over there. And in that press conference, she clearly said that, or we can say that they form one kind of a forum which said that Haji Ali Sabke Liye, which means Haji Ali is for everyone. So the next target or next thing would be the Haji Ali Dargah. And in Kolhapur also, Kolhapur temple, when she had been there, there also she got manhandled by the local villagers over there. So Haji Ali and Kolhapur would be the next 2 temples and the one dargah that she would be entering, or she will try to enter with her force.
That's right, Mayuresh. As you're saying that they're planning to go to other temples also, and in fact religious places of other religions also. If we look at this picture, if you could just describe these pictures that are there on the screen right now, where 3 activists were allowed entry. We can see that there is a priest, he's standing there. There are people who are praying at this moment. Which organization do these women belong to? I believe this happened at 6:05, very early in the morning. A 300-year-old tradition was broken at 6:05. It's historical, isn't it?
It's historical, and the rule is that if you want to enter in the sanctum sanctorum, that you have to stand in a queue at 5, and and they will allow entry only between 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning. After that, they will not allow entry. To enter in that particular chamber, or we can say the inner chamber, women have to wear a sari and men should wear a dhoti, and that then only they will allow entry. So you can see in the visuals also that Vanita Gutte, who is leading this whole who's leading the organization called Swaraj Mahila organization, she was wearing a white color sari. She entered, but if you could see carefully that she entered in a full police force, and that's the basic thing which they are demanding. They're demanding that we should be allowed to go directly. We should not get the police every time when we want to enter in the sanctum sanctorum. That's the case. Okay.
Mayuresh, you know, my last question, and I want your opinion here. It's a proud moment because finally temples are opening their doors. We can argue whether it is under court pressure or under a lot of pressure from activists, but change is happening, and religious organizations are not being as rigid as we thought that they would be. There is a heavy fight, a massive fight that broke out. We have seen those fights play out on the streets. An agitation had also broken out, but change is coming, and that is a positive, and we must be very happy about this.
Certainly, Sanket, it's a very positive change, and it is very welcoming step that even all the temples in Maharashtra where women entry was banned, they have opened their doors for the women. But the only thing which all women organizations are asking, that they should not get police every time to go inside. So for that they are fighting, but it's really welcoming change and welcoming step from both, from temple as well as from the women organization.
Okay, Mayuresh, many thanks for joining us.
All right, we're getting news that after getting DNA samples, or rather giving the DNA samples of the 4 Pakistani terrorists killed in the Pathankot airbase attack, India is now contemplating disposing of the dead bodies lying.
There's the hair, but then I decided to use the public transport, and now I feel I look like Natha. But don't you worry, the show looks fantastic.